Gemini feminines, what's the deal? What's the deal, Gemini feminine? This could be what's the deal, whoever you came in here with. As I start reading, if the energy starts reading something else, that is what's the deal that's going on, that's affecting the connection that you came in here worrying about. But let's see, what's the deal? We're going to get you a shadow card. We're going to get you an earth magic card. We are going to get you a 3D, 4D, 5D on a what is the deal? All right, so what's the deal shadow card for our Gemini feminines? Gemini feminines, we got two here. We got artificial heart. We got atonement. Alrighty. See what our earth magic has to say about that. Earth magic, ooh, that was quick. Grounding, not feeling very grounded. Alright. Let's see what the 5D has to say about this. 5D, Gemini. Let's see what your oversouls, angels, spirit guides, celestials. Let's see what they have to say about what's the deal with this artificial heart and this atonement that's going on. Artificial heart and atonement. What's the deal on the 5D? What does the 5D have to say about all this? Alrighty. 40, what's the 40 have to say about this? What's on your mind? What's on their mind? What's the true story over the 3D? What is going on the 4D? One more. What's going on the 3D? Oh, these are all upside down. They all come out upside down. I deal that they dealt to you, and I can turn them over. Only if every single card. If even one is upright, then I read the reversals. But as long as they're all one direction or the other. Alright. 3D, what's going on the 3D? What is the narrative being presented? What is being shown to everybody? What does everybody see? Come on for me. What's going on the 3D? Good girl. Thank you. All right. Man, I tell you, when the energies are on, it's everywhere. It's like my face, is my hair touching me, my arms itch, everything's itchy. Stop rattling my chains. Just a twitchy energy lately, y'all. I'm loving it. Today, anyway. Let's see what we got going on your 3D. I'm picking this up as one energy here. I definitely got a masculine energy, opinionated, hasty, sharp tongue. Could be very sharp tongue sometimes. Definitely a person who comes off as very emotionally balanced, though, and like they really have their emotions and things in that control, and that like they're a very harmonious person. So it's like one aspect is they have this super sharp tongue, and then they feel like they deserve the right to have this sharp tongue because they're such a balanced, wonderful individual, right? I do see that you are going through a lot of time of recuperation right now, that you are taking a time of recuperation to build your own 10 of Cups, right? Because this is in between this energy and this. And you got the 10 of Cups here, and I think you do realize that the 10 of Cups is found by activating that Ace of Cups within. You can't be afraid to look in the mirror and do that inner work, right? But I feel like that's what you see is happening anyway. I feel like you have a very clear understanding of your 3D already, right? On the 4D, I see that you're really focusing on gaining back into that energy of gain. I think you do realize that to get back into the frequency of gain, that you have to allow certain towers to fall. And I know that brings some worry about money. I feel like that's a splitting of assets or a losing of an asset of somebody who is an asset to you, right? You have to let that tower fall, because you do realize that that's keeping you in a Nine of Swords, which is what's blocking you from this. And not only is this Nine of Swords blocking you from this, it's also blocking you from this. A Prince of Cups. Okay, so they're not as balanced as the King of Cups. They're not also as mean. Okay? So they're a little bit more emotionally unstable. But, truthfully, how emotionally stable are you? Would the person really for you beat you up about your emotional instability? Or would the person that's truly meant for you understand what it feels like to suffer from emotional instability? Just saying. Right? Sometimes we don't want advice. Sometimes we just want to be allowed to cry, even if it's for a stupid reason. Just saying. And you know what I'm also going to tell you? That is 110% okay. It is okay to cry about something stupid. Shit, for fire signs that are going through a hard time, I'm like, are you suffering from being really angry right now? You need to put on something sad. You need to watch A Dog's Purpose or something and cry your eyes out. People who have... Be mindful that a lot of people who say that they present themselves as the King of Hearts and they're very controlled of their emotions, they're not in control of their emotions. They don't have any. They don't see the world the way you see it. They don't feel the world the way you feel it. They see the world as everybody is an asset or an obstacle. And you're either something to be overcome and eliminated from their lives, or you're an asset to be manipulated into being the best for them. They don't care about you being the best for you. Okay, so you have to be mindful of those two energies, okay? It's really strongly coming through for you guys. Alright, because the 5D says you really need to nurture yourself, your own surroundings, your own environment, your own ideas, and very much your own self-center, your own sense of self-worth, right? You are not recovered from that Three of Swords yet. The Four of Swords is a recovery stage. I don't even think you're in the recovery stage yet, right? See, the heart string here. See, I love this card, so I'll say it too. You got the three spikes here, like the Three of Swords, with the heart here and the strings all wrapped in it. Now, she's not tied up in the strings. This way, this person reversed is rolling around, constantly getting stabbed by the swords, constantly still getting tangled up in all them cords and everything else, and just until they can't move anymore. I don't know why. I really got the image of a spider, right? My daughter was watching spiders eating caterpillars the other day, because we realized that spiders are the only things that eat all these millions and millions of fuzzy caterpillars that are all over my house, right? And what the spider does, these little bitty spiders do to catch these big caterpillars compared to them, right, is the caterpillar will be like climbing up the window, and it'll hit the spider's nest, and the spider will come down, put one cord on it, just climb up to the middle, come down, put another cord on it, climb up to the top, another cord. And the spider just keeps doing this over and over, one cord at a time, back up to the top, one cord at a time, back up to the top. And the whole time the caterpillar is flailing around. Oh no, I'm getting tied up. And the more the caterpillar flails around, eventually the spider stops. Once the caterpillar really starts flailing, the spider just goes up to the top. And the caterpillar flails around, and it flails around, and it flails around until eventually it curls up like this, and it's all tied up in a nice little bun. The spider didn't have to wrestle with it. The spider didn't have to tangle it up. The spider didn't have to go down there and wrap it and spin it and everything else like you see it do with flies and everything else like that. The caterpillar tied itself up. All the spider had to do was connect a cord, and the caterpillar tied itself up. And now the spider could eat it at its leisure. Work on your own skills. Work on your own skills, right? I feel like whatever reason you don't feel like your skills are getting enough focus, I don't feel like you're putting enough energy into them, or whatever focus you're putting on them, you're being too critical. Remember, you want to be proud of what you're doing, right? You want to be reaching for it, okay? This is, you got to figure out how to get passionate again about this. You got to find where the passion was in this. I feel like, whoop, knocked over my lighter there. Sorry, getting a little excited. This is affecting this. You need to get back on this, focus in this. This is what 5D's telling you, y'all. 5D's telling y'all. Atonements. Okay, so shit happened in the past. Yeah, that's a lot of freaking cords on you. You could flail in them, or you can stand the freak up and start walking forward into the sunshine again, away from it, okay? Artificial heart. I don't even think that you are really even invested in these cords anymore. I think it's just a pattern of being in them for so long. You're just so used to that spider crawling down and attaching cords to you that you keep flailing out of impulse because you've done it so many times. It's time to change your reaction. It's time to ground yourself. It's time to be so rooted in who you are It's time to be so rooted in who you are that that spider can't feed off you anymore. Alrighty. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. I love y'all. I'm back again as soon as I can. If this helps with buttons, bells, all that good jazz, I love you, and I'm going to be back as soon as I can.